Hi and welcome back to the channel, and today we have a 150,000 mile Ford Galaxy to clean. So this vehicle's been sat for a year. It's got a good collection of leaves and general scuzz in the scuttle panel and elsewhere on the vehicle. And another thing we're going to be tackling is these alloy wheels. They're a bit of a side project today. They're in quite a bad state as we can see, so we're going to refurbish them and tidy them up. The inside's got a little bit of mould, not too horrendous, but we can see that the vehicle's been taken to the woods quite a bit, and there's lots of leaves and things inside that we're going to need to eradicate and get it nice and clean for a new owner. So, first protocol is to blast all the empire of leaves that have sort of amalgamated around that scuttle panel. We've then put some all-purpose cleaner over the engine bay. I was going to use an older detail brush here just to agitate that all over the plastics, etc., and loosen up the dirt and grime. I'm also going to use a wheel brush here just to get around some of the more intricate areas where the other brush won't reach. So with the car thoroughly washed off and decontaminated, it's into the workshop, remove the mats and start the mammoth task of trying to clean the inside of it. The vacuum cleaner is going to help get rid of the large sort of debris on the surface and all the loose stuff. And then once we get to the bits of twigs and almost like sawdust in this case, which is ingrained into the pile of the carpet, I'll use a drill brush just to agitate that and loosen them off before going over and using the vacuum cleaner again. So after many hours of action with the vacuum cleaner, we can start to look to clean the inside plastics and interior. An area that's often overlooked is around about the seat belt. I always make a point of cleaning that plastic area and also the belt itself, because it's a very heavy touch point and it can get quite grubby and people sort of overlook it. And the interior cleaner of choice today is Koshchemi Green Star. It's really good actually. I use it for a number of applications. You can stick it through maybe 1 to 5 dilution for an engine bay, 1 to 10 for the interior. I even stick it through my shampoo carpet extractor machine as well. It's absolutely brilliant. With the interior complete, it's onto the exterior. So first of all, I'm going to pull the alloy wheels off and we can see how badly they've corroded. So originally these were gunmetal grey with polished face, and water and salts got behind the polished face and it's just corroded, and that's what's given this horrible appearance that we need to rectify. The passenger side wing mirror is also damaged. Customer has supplied me with a second-hand unit, but as we can see it's got a few little dinks in it, so I put some body filler in there and I'll spray that black later. And likewise, customers just opted to have a face of the wheel refurbished on here, so we're not going to try and replicate the polished finish. All he wants to do is paint them silver, so it's a case of going over some 80 grit, then 240 and 500. I'll also use a Scotch-Brite pad, as we can see on screen now, just to key up the inside between the spokes before we mask it up and then spray it. Prior to painting the alloy wheels, some primer, I need to make sure it's all fully decontaminated, so I've used some solvent degreaser here. Then we'll mask the wheel up and we'll spray on initially some etch primer to cover up the bare metal. Then we'll have the base coat, which is obviously going to be the silver paint. And then once that's complete, we'll go over with some lacquer at the end as well. The wheels will take about 12 hours to cure, so what I'm going to do in the meantime is start on the exterior of the vehicle. So initially I'm going to use a clay bar and clay lube just to make sure I get any of the last bonded contaminants off the paintwork before I machine polish it. And as we saw in the earlier shots, the paintwork on this car is really quite weathered. It's been run down the bushes, probably where it's gone to the woods, it's where it's got all the twigs and stuff from the inside. It's just very flat and it almost looks grey rather than black, so as we're polishing it we're going to see a really big improvement very quickly. And again, because of the age and the budget, all we're trying to do here is have an improvement. This is more of an enhancement than full correction. But as we see, as I've taped up this door 50-50, to the left we've obviously machine polished it, to the right it's still quite bad and hazy. And here's the rear door as well. Again, there's a marked improvement. There's a bit of refining to be done here, but it's a lot better than what it was. And also areas like this black piano trim which is on the door, we can use a micro polisher on that, and that's a really big difference. That's almost like night and day. However, this rear quarter panel's been painted quite badly in the past and the lack is failing. It's been done from this sort of rear wheel arch and below the swage line and to the bottom of that bumper. There's nothing I can do with that. It honestly needs to go to a paint shop and be repaired properly. So it's eBay for the win for the centre caps. It's going to be a marked improvement for those old weathered knackered ones, and just finishes the overall appearance of the wheel. For the engine bay dressing, we've gone for a bit of Car Pro Pearl. I've diluted this 50-50 with water. Just spray on, rub it in with a little microfiber pad here, and then I'll use a fresh microfiber just to rub off any excess residue and leave a nice sort of factory finish to it. I'm now going to apply a paint sealant which should give the car about 6 months protection. I think the number of factors that are going to affect its durability is going to be weather conditions, what the roads are like at that time of year, has it got lots of rock salt being put up the side of it, and ultimately what you're going to wash the car with as well, because if you're going to use a very strong detergent or things like washing up liquid, it's going to damage it pretty quick and remove that protection. Other little areas are going to be like touching this door edge up, also stone chips and any other little marks around the bodywork. The mirrors you're about to see is being painted, but I'm not going to fit that because this car's going to go to workshop after myself, so they'll service it and fit that mirror at the same time. So the bodywork's pretty dramatic on this one, the before and after. Not as much as last week's Beetle. If you haven't seen that video, I'll give you a link in a card at the top here. But likewise, this one's still as scratched and quite neglected, and the black deep gloss we've managed to bring back is substantial on this one. Don't get me wrong, the bodywork's got some dinks and donks in it, and that rear quarter panel probably could do with being painted to improve it, but the overall aesthetic of the car has been improved greatly. Things like this alloy wheels have made a massive difference to this vehicle. They really were something that was letting it down before. And I think the funny thing about this is the reality, in all honesty, is going to be the fact that this vehicle will probably be quite trashed and disgusting and dirty again within about 2 months of being sold. Because it's going to go to a family, and majority of people just want to chuck the dog in the back of it, the kids in it, and it's just going to get grubby and used again. It's just the nature of them. I'm not complaining, they keep me gainfully employed. I get probably about 3 or 4 of these a month to do, so it's an endless cycle of the next one's going to turn up and just repeat the process, really. I think it's safe to say we've doubled the price of this vehicle though. Before it was probably only worth about 500 quid to 750. It's now probably worth somewhere between 1,000 to 1,500 quid, so it's going to do somebody a good turn. If they get a few years use out of it, good luck to them. Coming up in a few weeks, we've got a Volkswagen Touran. I think the interior on that one's probably one of the worst I've ever done, so you should look forward to that. I'll leave you a link on the end of this video to another vehicle that I've done that's quite popular, which you might like. It's definitely well worth the watch. It's an old postal van. And as always, thank you very much for watching the video, and I will look forward to seeing you again next time.